What's up, Team Insanity? I'm Toy Insanity. This is Liberty Insanity 21. Happy National Boy Scouts Day. The Boy Scouts were founded on today, February 8th, 1910. So if my math is correct, the Boy Scouts are now 112 years old. And what I got here to share with you is a very cool pin. It features the Boy Scout logo, Lady Liberty. It says strengthen the arm of liberty. This came out either in 1949 or 1950. So that is currently 72 or 73 years old. This pin, let's see if we can magnify it. So I'm going to talk about what Strengthen the Arm of Liberty project was back in 1950. But first, I also got some vintage Boy Scout patches to look at. I just got these on eBay in a single lot. This one says Extreme Sport Weekend, Camp Truwell, 2008. I'll look up where that is. Indian Summer Nature Trail, 1982. And this is Metuchen Edison. Paulus Hook, 1987. The Covered Wagon Trek. Merit Badge Rally, Hudson Liberty Council. Well, that's certainly New York. I suspect they're all New York, because the reason I bought the lot was for the 3 Lady Liberty patches. As you know, I'm obsessed with Lady Liberty. I love liberty, enlightening the world, the Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty in Newark Harbor, and I collect figures, figurines, ephemera, and cool stuff you can check out with the hashtag Liberty Insanity. Now here's the 3 Liberties. Hudson Liberty Council, 1997 Merit Badge Rally. Very cool. Northern New Jersey Council, 2007 Scout Show, Serving Our Community, Having Fun. And Scouting for Lady Liberty, 1986. 86, 97, 2007. Love those 3. But I also love the whole concept of what was known as strengthening the arm of liberty. So back in 1949, the BSA was gearing up for the 40th anniversary, which was 1950. And I think the originator was a troop in Colorado. They said, let's make a miniature. It's still sizable, but let's make a smaller version. I think it's 1/10 scale or something. Let's make a smaller Lady Liberty and get one in all 50 states. Let's get some abroad. Let's get one to be erected by any troop that's willing to put forth the money. So they designed the Lady Liberty, had them sculpted, molded, and cast, and it cost any troop that wanted one could pay $350 plus shipping, and plus they had to make the base for it. And they could be as creative as they wanted in making the base or the platform. But let's see, I adjusted for inflation. $350 in 1950 is the equivalent of about $4,050 today. So if they had the equivalent of $4,000, they could, any troop could have one of these sent to them and have it erected. And the thing, also they got to pay the shipping and they got to pay for the foundation. Now what's interesting is I found this newsletter, the July 1950 Scout Executive Newsletter, and there's an article by Leslie A. Stratton, the Director of Public Relations. And they said the total, as of July 1950, 105 had already been erected. And the interweb says over 200 were eventually put forth. I don't like to keep saying erected. Built, okay? And some, got overseas. There's one in the Philippines. There's one in Guam. And there are several that still exist today. Most fell in, they were made of bronze, I believe. A lot of them fell into disrepair. They were up against the elements. A lot of them were maybe moved indoors inside museums. And a lot of them were just lost to the weather, to the elements. And a lot of them were probably taken down for political reasons. But there are some still out there. And I figured I could show you a few pictures that I found on the internet of them as they stand modern day. But I thought it might be more interesting to show you some photos, and the way we can find this is looking up old postcards that were made in the 50s or 60s, showing the miniature Statue of Liberty made by the Boy Scouts as sort of a little sense of civic pride and a little tourist attraction. For a lot of times, it was a lot of small communities. Like I said, all they had to do was put forth the money and get it built. And I was able to find, so far, I found 8 examples of old postcards. You can really see how beautiful they were when they were put forth. Now, I didn't buy these postcards. I'll just show you the images. So here's one in Schenectady, New York. Very cool. Here's one in Minnesota. I'll try to write the name of the city on the screen. Here is one in Nebraska. Here's an image I found of one in Missouri. And here's the one in Lake Loveland, Colorado. Again, these were postcards made at the time that they were created, or soon thereafter. And what else do I have? Here's one in Austin, Texas. I believe, according to the internet, that one's still around. It's near the Capitol building in Austin. Here's one on Guam, the island of Guam. I love this postcard idea because it's showing how they were when they were put forth. And what a beautiful concept. The Statue of Liberty was only 65 years old when they conceived this idea and started building them. And I suppose these were given to any of the scouts participating, or maybe they even sold, maybe they were allowed to sell these to help raise funds to buy the Strengthen the Arm of Liberty statues. I don't know. I'm just happy to have this. This is one of the oldest things in my Liberty and Sanity collection. And I'm happy to have shown you these very cool patches and to have talked about the Strengthen the Arm of Liberty project. I think by probably 1951 they were done putting them up. So now it's just like 72 years later, how many are still standing? Insane. I wonder if there's anyone out there, maybe someone in the Boy Scouts, trying to document them all modern day. Okay, so happy birthday again to the Boy Scouts, February 8th. Boy Scouts are 112 years old. Lady Liberty is now 135 years old. And I just think it's very cool. I heart Lady Liberty. Thanks for checking out my video.